Walker had inquiries made, and it was quickly established that before she fell into her final coma, and only 2 days before her death, Miss Hullett had given Adams a cheque for £1,000. He had immediately driven to his bank and asked for special clearance. Without hours, the amount was credited to his account. After Bobby's death, it emerged that she had also bequeathed her Rolls-Royce to him. Full inquiry. Chief Constable now decided to initiate a major investigation by calling in Scotland Yard for the first time in the history of Eastbourne's police force. Detective Superintendent Herbert Hannam and his assistant, Detective Sergeant Charlie Hewitt, arrived from Scotland Yard. Hannam's investigation began shortly after Bobby Hullett's death during July 1956. He nominated a number of detectives from the yard to work for him nationwide, and 6 detectives on Eastbourne were taken off all their duties to work by his side. Hannam and his team of detectives examined wills and interviewed relatives, nurses, hotel staff, and domestic employees. They discovered that over a period of some years, Adams had enjoyed bequests totaling 45 grand. He had been left 2 Rolls Royces and a great deal of silver, jewellery, and antiques. During his career, he had been a beneficiary in at least 132 wills, and had acted as an executor in a number of other cases. While the murder investigation was underway, evidence of other crimes accumulated. In the last days of one woman's life, Adams had forged 32 cheques drawn on her account, amounting to 18 grand. Having persuaded 2 other women to leave their house and move into a flat, Adams sold the house and kept the money for 3 years. He returned it only when he served with a writ, and another of his patients died during 1953. Adams forced his way into her house and asked to see the will. When it appeared that he was not a beneficiary, Adams is alleged to have said, "Well, I deserve something for looking after her." Immediately he rummaged through the house and made off with a new typewriter and several pieces of bric-a-brac. The inquest into the death of Bobby Hullett was held during August 1956 at Eastbourne Magistrates Court. Hannam, who was present at the inquest, continued his investigations for a total of 6 weeks and provided detailed reports for the Director of Public Prosecutions, Sir Theobald Matthew. The earliest of these cases concerned a widow, Miss Emily Louise Mortimer, whom had died during 1946. Dr. Adams gave the cause of death as cerebral thrombosis. Later he received a £5,000 bequest. Miss Edith Alice Morrell was the widow of Alfred Morrell, a wealthy Liverpool food importer. She retired to Eastbourne, and Adams became her doctor. In March 1949 she drafted a new will leaving the entire residue of her estate to Adams. In the spring of '49 Miss Morrell went to Cheshire to visit her son. There she suffered a heart attack and was admitted to a private room in the Cheshire Hospital. Some weeks later she travelled back by car to nursing home in Grassington Road, Eastbourne. Grassington Road, Grassington Road. Dr. Adams decided to continue prescribing drugs to control Miss Morrell's irritability and her pain. From the summer of '49 onwards she was given regular doses of both heroin and morphine. Adams arranged for her to be moved to the Esperance Nursing Home, to which he sent many of his patients. But she was uncomfortable there, and later moved to the Cumberland Hotel into a suite in which she stayed every year when the staff at Mardenarsh, her 10-bedroom mansion, were on holiday. Early during 1950, Miss Morrell returned home to Mardenarsh, where a team of day and night nurses cared for her.